5 truths about going natural. It takes time. It takes time. Like, yeah. You will be spending some money on products. Wigs, like weaves and wigs, child. Now we know. I got some money, okay? Okay? Just walk down this path with me real quick so I can explain it to you, okay? Just walk down the path with me. So there's like these girls that can use like let's say Head and Shoulders. Let's just say Head and Shoulders, okay? That ain't what naturals do. That's not. We can't do it. We can't. Not everybody gonna like your hair, love. Oh, you trying to look like Erykah Badu. Why don't you do something with your hair? Why your hair looking so nappy? Blah, blah, blah. When you gonna do your hair? Why your hair looking like that? How you get a man with your hair looking like that? And then I'll come the next day with my hair looking like this, and then they're like, oh, how'd you do that? Oh my gosh, I love your curls, blah, blah, blah. But they ain't with you through the deep conditioning phase. They ain't with you through the detangling phase. Okay? They have a standard of beauty in their mind, and they gonna project it onto you. And you have to realize that may not be what your hair looked like. Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. It is Key, aka Natural Debutante, and today on Tea Tuesday, we will be discussing some of the truths about going natural. But before we get started, if you're into natural hair videos and a little bit of beauty, I do dibble dabble in beauty, then just go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell as well so you don't miss any of our uploads. But back to the scheduled program. So today we're going to be discussing some of the truths about going natural. So I started transitioning in 2012. I got my last relaxer December 25th, 2011. And I transitioned, and then I completely went natural in July of 2000. I completely went natural in July of 2013. So these are some of the things that I wish people would have told me before I went natural, and things that I went through when I went natural and when I was transitioning, and things that I still go through to this day. So yeah, let's just hop right into the video. The first truth about going natural is that natural hair takes a long time, period. Natural hair takes a long time. You will be putting forth a lot of effort if you want your hair to be natural and healthy. So for example, I wash my hair twice a week, and it takes me probably about an hour to do the full process when I have to deep condition, and then an hour to dry my hair. So it's about 2 hours-ish, about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, just depending. And then if I'm just co-washing my hair, maybe it takes me like 30 minutes and then an hour to dry my hair. So again, that's probably like 2 hours because I have to actually like apply products and stuff to get my hair to look like this. So yeah, probably 2 hours. I would say 2 to 3 hours, maybe 2 to 3 hours, depending, including like styling and sitting under the dryer. So that's a pretty long time. Like, a lot of people don't want to take that much time to do their hair, but one, I enjoy it. 2, it makes my hair healthy, so I'm going to do it. But I think people start becoming natural and then they assume that you don't have to do as much because your hair is in its natural state, but actually you have to do more. Like, it takes a lot more work. And I get a lot of people on Instagram asking like, how do I shorten my wash day? And they're only doing an hour and a half on Sunday. And I'm like, your wash day is shortened. This is what it is to have natural hair. It will take you a long time to do your hair, and you're going to have to do your hair more often if you're not in a protective style, because your hair needs to be moisturized more often, and you need to apply certain products more often, and that's just what it is. So it's just the truth. It's just the truth. It's just what it is. Yeah, you will have to do your hair more often, and it's going to take you some time. With that being said, you have to be consistent. So you have to know what your hair needs and be able to give your hair what it needs when it needs it. So for me, for example, it's best for my hair if I don't go more than 4 days without washing my hair, or more than 3 days without washing my hair. And that's what's best for me. So if I go 7 days and I'm just like, oh no, I'm not going to do my hair, my hair is not going to respond well to that. So it's just, you have to be consistent. It takes time in that you will have to be consistent. You will have to have, it's just going to take you time to actually wash your hair. Then you have to be able to research your hair and even research products to know exactly what's going to work for your hair and what's not going to work for your hair. So if you're getting into natural hair thinking that this is going to be like 30-40 minutes on one day a week, this ain't it for you. This ain't it for you, because it takes time. It takes time. Like, it takes time. So yeah. So the second truth about going natural is that I spend more money on products now than I did when I was relaxed. So products, good product, not all products are expensive, but a lot of products, natural hair products, are expensive. If you want those products that are really good for your natural hair and are making a difference in your hair that you can completely see, you will be spending some money on products. And not your typical, like, as women, as Black women, we spend a lot of money on hair products, period. Like, we spend a lot of money on hair products, period. If you are natural, if you are relaxed, whatever, if you wear weaves, wigs, like weaves and wigs, child, now we know that costs some money, okay? But when you go natural, these products right here, they ain't cheap, okay? They are not cheap. Some of these products, I'll be second guessing, like, do I need it? Do I really need it? Do I really need it? Do I really need it? And I'm not saying there aren't affordable products out there, but I spend a lot of money on products. For the most part, you're going to spend a little penny, just a little penny on your natural hair. And that's just what it is. So going natural is not cheap, and it is very time consuming. Also, one of the reasons why it's expensive is because you need multiple types of products. So like, you don't want to use the same exact deep conditioner every week for a month. You need to be able to switch it up. So you need like 3 different types of deep conditioners. You need a protein deep conditioner. You need a moisturizing deep conditioner. You need a clarifying shampoo. You need a co-wash. You need a shampoo that's moisturizing. So you have to have different kinds of products throughout your your hair routine, which is one of the reasons why it makes it so expensive. So you can't have the exact same products. Like, some people will be using, like, I don't know how, like, maybe, I don't know if for naturals, I don't know if for relaxed people if they can do this, but just walk down this path with me real quick. So I can explain it to you. Okay, just walk down the path with me. So, you know, there's like these girls that can use, like, let's say Head and Shoulders. Let's just say Head and Shoulders, okay? So they can use the Head and Shoulders shampoo and conditioner every couple of days, and their hair is fine. And they use the exact same one. They buy the exact same one. They don't switch it up, no nothing. That ain't what naturals do. That's not, we can't do it. We can't. We need multiple types of products, and they expensive. I mean, I'm a product junkie, but so you can get away with having less than what I have, because this is just, I mean, there's stuff here, there's stuff here, there's stuff here. I have stuff in my bathroom. I have products everywhere. But I love doing my natural hair. This is part of just like who I am as a person, I guess. But you have to have multiple kinds of products. So you cannot use the exact same products in your routine and think that your hair is going to be at its healthiest. You have to have multiple types of products, and the products are not cheap. They ain't cheap. It's gonna take you some money, and it's gonna take you some time, child. It's gonna take you some money and some time. Money and time. Time and money to do your natural hair. But it's worth it though. You see? It's worth it though. Hey. So the third truth about going natural is that not everybody gonna like your hair, love. Not everybody gonna like your hair. And not everybody's gonna like your hair. Like, I've had meetings, somebody's had at work, somebody had an entire meeting about my hair and it being unprofessional. And I've had family members say things about my natural hair and how I need to do something with my hair. And I've had friends say things about my natural hair and like, oh, you trying to look like Erykah Badu. Oh, you just think blah, blah, blah. Oh, why don't you do something with your hair? Why your hair looking so nappy? Blah, blah, blah. Like, people are accustomed to a certain curl type. People are accustomed to straight hair, and people have a certain standard of beauty that they have in their mind, and they will project that onto you. It's happened to me. I'm not saying it happens to every natural, but it definitely happens to me. It continues to happen to me. So I've been over family members' house and they'll be like, when you gonna do your hair? Why your hair looking like that? How you get a man with your hair looking like that? And then I'll come the next day with my hair looking like this, and then they're like, oh, how'd you do that? Oh my gosh, I love your curls, blah, blah, blah. But they ain't with you through the deep conditioning phase. They ain't with you through the detangling phase. Okay? They have a standard of beauty in their mind, and they gonna project it onto you. And you have to realize that that may not be what your hair look like, okay? Your hair might not curl in the way that mine curls. Your hair might not curl in the way that somebody that has like a 3B or 3B hair type or whatever. Like, you have to be able to understand that your curls may not look in the way that these people would like for them to look. And that has nothing to do with you. You have to be able to love your hair for your hair. When I was transitioning, it was very difficult for me. I got a lot of, I wouldn't say hate, I got a lot of comments from family members about my natural hair. And I was fortunate because I have very strong male figures in my life, so they offset all of the nonsense with like positivity, which was great. But people, friends, people that I thought were my friends, and even family members just like discussing how my hair was nappy and how it didn't look good, and like the curls weren't in the way that they thought that they would be, and why isn't your hair curling in the way that I want it to curl, basically. And it was hard. And some days it was really difficult. When I first went natural, when I was transitioning and stuff, it was really hard because I was learning my hair. So like, maybe my hair wasn't as perfect as it is now, but I was trying to learn. And I was also very fortunate to have like my fiance, who really he was very encouraging, and he was like, I love your natural hair. I love you. If you want your natural hair to be natural, and if you want your hair to be natural, like whatever is best for you. And if that's the healthiest way you can grow your hair, then that's what we're gonna do. And it was very encouraging to have those people around. But everybody is not going to like your hair texture. You might not even like your hair texture, and you have to be able to get those ideas or standards of beauty out of your mind in order for you to fully embrace yourself. I'm not trying to get too deep into this stuff, but I think that people often perceive a specific curl pattern with beauty or straight hair with beauty, and you have to be able to say like, nah, my hair looks good in the way that it is, and I don't need you projecting your nonsense onto me. Think about that, but when you go natural, because this is a truth, child, this is a truth. You gotta know you gotta just understand that people will project things onto you. Not everybody gonna like your hair, and they gonna tell you. And they might have full meetings about it. Full meetings. I was at work and they had a full meeting about my hair. Don't y'all got things to do? Don't y'all got things to do? Another truth about going natural, which to me isn't that big of a deal, but it's pretty interesting, I guess, and I've talked to other naturals about this and they agree that it happens to them as well. But you get treated differently when you have straight hair and when you have natural hair. And it's very interesting. You get treated differently by both men and women, but it's very interesting to see. It's not, to me, it's not that big of a deal, but it is the truth, and you have to be able to realize like you're treated differently and you're seen differently with natural hair than you are if you have straight hair, which is very interesting to me. It just goes back to the standards of beauty, I think. But yeah, that's just another truth about going natural. Not everybody's gonna like your hair, and you will be treated differently based on your hair, and that's just a fact. Unfortunate, but a fact. Another truth about going natural is that your hair might not look like these YouTube gurus out here. Your hair might not look like these natural hair YouTube gurus, okay? That's a fact. That's a truth. You're sitting here transitioning, thinking your hair may look like Whitney. I think her name's Whitney from Natural 85, and like maybe it will eventually, but those are very high expectations, and not everybody's hair is going to be able to achieve that. So my hair will not achieve that. Well, my hair in length can achieve that, but my hair is not the same as hers. Like, it's not, you have unrealistic expectations based on your lack of knowledge, I should say. So you can get your hair to look a certain way, that's possible, but it's not always that your hair is going to look exactly like these natural hair YouTube gurus. I don't know if the natural hair influencers. Like, that's not necessarily the case. Like, if you try out a hairstyle and it doesn't look right, like, you have to continue to try that hairstyle in order for it to look good. Some of these natural hair influencers out here have been doing, they do their hair for a living. Like, they literally just sit in front of a camera and do their hair for a living. So they have a lot of practice. It's not like you and I, we going to work. Some people got kids. We gotta clean the house. I'm not saying they don't clean their house, but you know what I'm saying. We got things to do. We work at a 9 to 5. You're doing your hair just because you need to do your hair. Like, so you have to take into consideration that the people that you're looking at, these natural hair influencers, a lot of them, this is their job. So they've sat there and they've done this style maybe 4 or 5 times, and that's what made it look like that. And then you seeing it on the 5th time, where it looked real good. Where it looks real good, and then you try it one time and you're like, why my hair don't look like this? Why my hair don't look like theirs? That's because YouTube gives unrealistic expectations sometimes. So you just have to take into consideration your lack of knowledge when you're doing certain hairstyles, or when you're just growing your hair in general. For example, we'll use myself. So when I first went natural, I was so into, I think her name was Kim Yeatube? Yeah. Kim Yeatube and Natural 85, because they were amazing to me. And their hair was so gorgeous, so beautiful, and I was just like, my hair is gonna be so big, it's gonna be so lovely, blah, blah, blah. Little did I know we have different hair textures, not hair types, because I don't really care about the typing part. But we have different hair textures. Our hair responds differently. I have very fine hair. Some of them have thick hair. I have medium density. Some of them have high density. So just my lack of knowledge made me think that I was going to obtain this certain look. So I think that YouTube gives unrealistic expectations of natural hair. So those are my 5 truths about going natural. So just to recap my 5 truths about going natural. 1, natural hair does take a long time. You have to spend a lot of time doing your hair, a lot of time researching hair, getting to understand your hair, and being consistent with your regimen. The second truth is that you spend a lot of money on natural hair products because you need different types of products, and those products are expensive. You need multiples of those different products. The third one is that not everybody's gonna like your hair, boo. The third truth is that not everybody's gonna like your hair. You may not even like your hair, and then you have to do some inner searching, okay? That's the tea. The fourth is that you're treated differently by people when you have natural hair. It's just a fact. It is what it is. And the fifth thing is that YouTube gives you unrealistic expectations of natural hair. And that is due to your lack of knowledge at the time regarding your natural hair. So those are my 5 truths about going natural. I absolutely love being natural. My hair is at its best it has ever been, both natural and relaxed. And I come from a family that does hair for a living. And I absolutely love being natural. Yes, it does take me more time, but I love it. My hair is versatile. It is a journey. And people always say, like, this is a natural hair journey. And I totally agree. This is a journey. You learn your hair. You end up being able to do different things with your hair. You can achieve pretty much any style with natural hair. Any style you want with natural hair. But I truly, truly believe that you do have to be able to accept your hair for what it is, as opposed to trying to make it into something that you have in your mind as beautiful. And so those are my 5 truths about being natural. If you're currently a natural and experience any of these, please comment down below and let me know. And if you didn't experience any of these, comment down below and let me know. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next episode of Tea Tuesday.